In this active tip, we're going to look at one of the special actions that you can apply to an object. In this case, we're going to look at making a button that will move an object using an action positioned incrementally. Now, we saw several flip charts posted on Planet that gave us the idea to make this active tip, and we want to share it with everyone. So let's look at our first example. This first idea comes from Brady Thomas, who submitted this simple but effective one-page flip chart to Planet, and it's called Rocket Race. Now, this page is used for group competitions, so you divide the class into 3 teams. When a team answers a question correctly, they're going to click on the blue arrow, and the rocket's going to move up. Now, you can use this page with learner response questions and have your students actually texting in or voting in their answers, or you can just use this page to keep score. So we'll say that the red team right here gets an answer right, and you see when I click, the rocket shoots up off the screen. And I can do the same thing here with the yellow rocket. So how does it work? Well, let's go ahead into design mode right up here. And I'm going to go ahead and get my action browser over here on the left. Now, I'm going to click down here on this arrow, which is going to pull up the actions for this arrow. And again, this is a great way that you can break down flip charts that you get off a Planet and learn how people do things. What you can see is right here, we have selected as an action position incrementally. And in the properties, we see the object that we want to move incrementally or move in little spaces is image number 9, which is this rocket right here, this gray rocket. Now, all we have to do is tell Inspire how we want to move it. Now, we don't want to move it on the x-axis. We don't want to move it left to right, so we're going to keep that at 0. But we do want to move it up and down. And so we're going to go ahead and move it -50. Now, you can play around with these numbers. Positive is going to go one way. Positive, in this case, is going to bring the rocket ship down. Negative is going to bring the rocket ship up. And the larger number that I have is the more size it's going to move. To give you some basis, the upper left-hand corner of the flip chart page is 0, 0. And then from there, everything moves out and over. But you can poke around with these numbers. And once you've had the numbers that you like, click right here where it says Apply Changes. I'm going to go out of design mode, and now my rocket ship is set up so that when I click it, it's going to move. Let's look at another fun example. This example was submitted by the British Council, and it's called Shark Attack. And it's a bit like a guessing game, Hangman, but in this case, the bear moves down the steps, and it moves toward the hungry shark. So we can see on this page, I have my bear, and I have my shark. And there's 3 spots here that I can click, and they were all created using the position incrementally. So when I get an answer incorrect, I click on the X down here, and the bear moves down a step. Now, as we get closer to the shark, oh no, that's bad times for Mr. Bear. If I click on the bear, it's actually going to rotate him. And then when I click him again and I position him, he's actually going to go into the mouth of the shark. And then for a little bit of fun, when I click on the shark, we can tell the shark had its lunch. And again, moving that bear up and down, I'll reset the page. You can see it's just moving incrementally. In this case, we just gave a number on the X and the Y axis on a certain level. This is where you can poke around with these numbers. Or if you go to Promethean Planet, you can get this flip chart and you can use this page on your own or use it to dissect it and create your own page. Also mention, if you go to Promethean Planet and you get this flip chart, this tab right here will show you the action properties in case you forget exactly what they need to be set up as. So definitely go get this flip chart and enjoy positioning incrementally. Until next time, blue skies, green lights, and happy flip charts.